things work from these two. So now on to the final couple in this pair short program. Representing the Ukraine, this is Elena Belousovskaya and Sergei Potalov. And an unenviable task following the performance of Belousovskaya.
Good speed and no catching of the toes from Sergei on the overhead. Yes, side by side, triple toe loops. Just losing the alignment within the spin, but keeping up the momentum and pushing to get that speed. Back inside Death Spiral to finish, and driving music provided by Rimsky-Korsakov, and they lived up to it, pushing right the way through, and there was really no let-up in that routine. Some good elements. One of the things about having music of that pace, yes, is that you can start after about a minute and a half to just feel it should be going somewhere, and you know, there's not the light and shade in it, but I thought they maintained the power and the feel of movement in the choreography well. Yeah, lots of energy, you know.
I think you can get away with it in a short program. You wouldn't be able to in a long program. You'd have to be carried off in a stretcher at the end of a long program, wouldn't you? Very difficult entry into the triple toes there. Continuous mohawk turns on the way in, and it's dangerous, to be honest, because it can give you a little bit of swing on the final turn and make the jump hard to stop the rotation at the end. But no problems for these two tonight.
And there was no doubts about it either. It was just, it wasn't even a big thing. The side-by-side spins, they were okay for a while, possibly just a little bit too far apart, and then lost it towards the end.
Yeah, that camera shot's very cruel, isn't it? It really
finds
does
you
show
out.
Up. Yeah, it certainly does. Thank goodness the judges haven't got the advantage of looking at that shot. There's the split double twist. You can see not very much elevation on that. But a good bouncy program. Speed across the ice was good. Well, it's been quite an evening, and I think the panel of judges will have a few questions to answer at the end of the evening.
I think there's been some discrepancies. 1.3 was going on at one point, difference between the lowest and the highest judge. Goodness me.
I have to say, in their defence, I wouldn't like to be sat in their seat doing their job. It's not easy. And
I think what happened tonight was that some of the judges, they were marking in a relative positions, so that did, you know, exacerbate the look of the marks being out.
Yes, it's important. I know we keep trying to stress it. It's not necessarily the mark that's important, is it? It's the placing of the skater. But the judges taking their time now, and who can blame them? There's been 17 couples in this competition, and we're at the end of the event now. Remember the free skating coming up tomorrow, and that really will decide the competition overall. So now to the marks for the required elements for Belousovskaya and Potalov. And there they are, 4.4 through to 5.3. So again, quite a big discrepancy. And the mark for presentation, well, those marks put them into 7th place.
5.2,
Finished in 8th last year, so looking to finish a place higher in 96.